than a retreat, it's a movement.
So you have to get to a place of self-awareness that could be through meditation.
It's a journey of doing what over time.
Pouring exercise, I just became overwhelmed with so many emotions.
Well, hello, and hello. I am back and I'm super excited to be back. Happy Sunday. It is March the 16th. We're already halfway through this month, almost wrapping up a whole quarter of the first of the year. And I am so excited. I missed you all and I hope you missed me. I am Twyla Jenkins, the founder and CEO of the I Am That Woman movement. And I have been on the move. That's why I haven't been here. But nonetheless, I want to tell you about some things that we have been doing, what we're going to do today, and some future things. I'm excited about today's show because we need some wellness solutions for our families. There's so much that's going on. We are under stress. We are under a lot of pressure, rather at home, in our communities. There's so much going on. And guess what? There's a lot that's going on in our households that we need to know about as well. Products. Did you know that New York was even pulling Tide and other detergents off of the shelves because of some of the toxic chemicals that's in them? Well, we're going to be talking about that today. We're going to be talking about our environment, our families, our health, and our wellness. And I'm so glad that you decided to take this Sunday afternoon to learn more about your health and wellness. I have two amazing, astonishing, and very important women with me today to share some information about how you can be well. That is Tyree Jenkins and Dr. Shelly Hamler, who's going to be here. Before we get into today's show, I also want to share some information with you about the I Am That Woman movement. Just in case you might not know who we are and what we do, well, let me share that with you now. We are a women's health and wellness movement, and yes, we stay on the move. Just like our conversation series and what we're offering today, we're talking about our health and wellness solutions for your family. The I Am That Woman movement is a 501c3 not-for-profit health and wellness organization leading a global movement. That's right. We started our first retreat in 2018 in Mexico. So we're not just here, we are abroad, leading a global movement to empower women through transformative experiences, essential resources, and impactful connections. We equip women with the tools and support that you need to support and thrive personally and professionally as you navigate and embrace the next phase of your own life. Our work extends across communities locally, regionally, nationally, and internationally, fostering a sisterhood that nurtures growth and supports the many dimensions of women's health, strength, and purpose. That is who we are and why we are here. We focus on 6 pillars of wellness: our mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, physical, and nutritional well-being. So that's why today's show is even about solutions for our families' health and wellness. Our spiritual wellness is the foundation of who we are. We got to be connected to that higher being. So every morning, Monday through Friday, you can join us for morning mindfulness. It is just a phone call. You don't have to get up and get on Zoom. Just get up and dial that number, 351-999-3566. I have some testimonials about those who join on a regular basis and how our morning mindfulness has changed their lives. If you're on this chat and you are on our morning mindfulness, go ahead and drop it in the comments about how prayer and meditation on a daily basis can encourage you, inspire you, and keep you grounded and keep you moving. Today, we need that more. than ever. Let's Talk Tuesday. We just wrapped up a 6-week wellness series. Every Tuesday evening, we got together and talked about those 6 weeks of wellness because we know the importance of sharing not only with our families, but also with each other. So we're going to keep that going every Tuesday. We'll be sending out newsletters and information for you to stay connected on our topics. We also, every February during Black History Month, we have a transformative experience with our vision board session. It was absolutely amazing for those who attended. This is just a little bit of a recap. We had Sherry Franklin Hill to join us, and come in and talk about how to dream, because oftentimes we lose sight of our vision. And so this year she facilitated a whole session about dreaming. My motto is dream big and then dream bigger. This whole movement and retreat was just a dream one day. And guess what? Now we are here and we are here to stay, providing you with a whole lot of content and information that you need to live a holistic life. Save the date. Our celebration of women is Sunday, April the 13th. We had some things to happen in March, so we won't be doing our Women's History Month luncheon, but we are having our celebration Sunday, April 13th. Registration will be opening soon. You see these beautiful sisters. That's what we are all about. We are all about sisterhood. And guess what? I know you've already heard. If you haven't, you better put it on your books. This year, we're having our first regional retreat, October 29th through November the 2nd. That registration will be opening soon as well. It's an extraordinary experience. This year, it's all about the spa. It's all about the healing modalities of the sauna, the steam room, the whirlpool, and just relaxing. It's about us going deeper to listen, to learn, and to live about our bodies and how we can heal when we listen to our bodies. And that's why these two ladies are going to be talking to you today about the importance of those solutions to help you heal in your own mind, body, and spirit. So mark your calendar, October 29th through November the 2nd. We are going to the Kohler Spa in Kohler, Wisconsin. That registration and details will be forthcoming as well. And today, our amazing show is going to be talking about 4 pillars of family wellness. We're going to be talking about the environment, your family, financial, and physical wellness. And so, like I said before, I am super excited to be bringing 2 beautiful women that I have known, one all my life, because she is my beloved sister, and one is a dear friend of hers. Dr. Hamler is coming on. And so without further ado, hello, my sisters.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon. How are you ladies today?
We're good. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, welcome to the conversation series that the I Am That Woman movement has every Sunday at 4:30. I've been missing for a little while, but I couldn't come back with a stronger show and with stronger women to talk about our health and wellness. Before we get started, let me start with allowing you to introduce yourselves to our audience today. Tyree, why don't we start with you? Tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, and who you are.
I'm Tyree Jenkins, Twyler's one of our older sisters. And I have been doing health since 2006. I was doing senior care, and then I started an assisted living. So I've been in healthcare for a long time. And during that time in 2004, I was introduced to Dr. Hamler about a condition I had with my body. And so she introduced me to this wonderful company we're going to introduce everyone to that helped me with my physical wellness and financial wellness. And so I've been doing healthcare through service and through providing health services for over 20 years.
Wow, 20 years. So you know what you're talking about, to say the least. Awesome. And Dr. Hamler, tell us a little bit about who you are.
Well, thank you, Twyler. Yes, I met Tyree 20 some years ago, and it has been awesome. Of course, it then met you. But I retired as the deputy superintendent of a very prestigious school district here in Cincinnati. And then I became an adjunct professor at the University of Cincinnati, where I supervised teachers who had students with special needs. And I love the educational arena. I've consulted with school districts throughout my life, but I will say this, the one thing that really got me more interested in health and wellness was the fact that my three sisters and I lost our mother to heart disease and our father to cancer, which are two of the leading causes of death in North America. And so my ear became more attuned to health and wellness. And so one of my friends, who happens to be an attorney, had shared this company with me. And I said, wow, this just seems too good to be true. And she said, Shelley, it is. And they are women of integrity. And so I knew that I could trust them. And so from that day forward, I have been with the company and absolutely love it, because my health is, as the doctors say, outstanding. So I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
And as they say, our health is our wealth. So we talked about those 4 things that we're going to talk about today. And one is environment. And so we know that there are a lot of radicals in the environment. We know that there's a lot of things in our cleaning products. I think one of you shared with me about the detergents that New York is starting to pull and look at. Let's talk a little bit about our environmental toxins, things that we just use in our household. Who wants to take that question? Why is it important for us to know and be knowledgeable about the things that we use every day, whether it's Windex, washing our clothes? What is it that we need to know about our everyday environment cleaning solutions in our household?
Well, I don't mind starting. And that is, you don't know what you don't know. And I tell everyone, you cannot put a price tag on something that is priceless. Your health is priceless, because once it plummets, that's it. And having done research and being a researcher, Dr. Joyce Woods, who is an environmental researcher, talked about all of these toxic chemicals in these products that we're using each and every day. I had no idea, none whatsoever. And then I looked at her research, and she talked about how bleach and some other products are so dangerous. And there's a correlation between bleach and children who are diagnosed with ADD and ADHD. And had they had those diagnoses back when I was growing up, I was probably the reason why they made ADD and ADHD. But Dove Beauty Bar has formaldehyde in it. And as you had said, Twyler, yes, through healthy.com, there was an article that said that Tide, Gain, and Arm & Hammer were banned from the shelves in New York because they contain human carcinogens. Human carcinogens are cancer-causing agents. There was also a law that allowed the manufacturers to not put the ingredients in the personal care products. And I don't know how many of you used Bounce years ago, but on the Bounce box, it said, do not let the sheets come into contact with your fabrics. What did we do? We took it out the box, tossed it on our fabrics in the dryer, and voila. And they said to place it in an open envelope to avoid direct contact. So those are just some of the things. And I'll just turn it back over to you and Tyree.
I think what most people don't realize is they are indoors 90% of the time. Mm-hmm. And I know you're starting your awareness to people about earthing, because we need to get out more. But if you're indoors 90% of the time, everything you're spraying in your environment, everything that you are breathing in, our skin is our biggest cell. So everything that you are exposing yourself to is coming into your body, which causes the free radicals. And while people may not be dying from the chemical exposure, it's creating a lot of free radicals that makes your immune system and the rest of your body vulnerable to a lot of health conditions. We hear a lot of times women saying, I eat right, I've always ate right, and I've always exercised, and how did I end up with breast cancer, and how did I end up with this kind of cancer? They don't realize a lot of your joint pains and a lot of the stuff that you're experiencing is because the dioxins do not break down in the environment. They settle in your fat tissues. And we're the ones that's cleaning. We're the ones that's using these things. I have one little story. My friend had breast cancer. This is when I first became aware of this wellness company. And I was cleaning her table for her. She lived in Ohio, Youngstown, and I was cleaning her table and my nose began to run. And I was like, oh, it's because I'm using this Windex. I wouldn't have associated my headaches, my nose run. I had the daycare. I was using bleach. I was spraying the bleach on the kids' toys. Then I became aware of what the issues with the sinuses, the psoriasis, all of it's because these things are coming in contact with our skin, as Dr. Hamler said. So we need to be aware that what we are buying is slowly damaging every cell in our body.
And Tyree, I'm happy you said that, because there's a lung damage study that talks about using
your... You can put any of those up while we're talking.
Absolutely. I'm getting ready to show that. Go ahead, Dr. Hamler.
Using your everyday household cleaning products as little as 1 time a week is as damaging to your lungs as smoking a pack of cigarettes a day for 20 years. And people say, well, how did I get lung cancer? I don't even smoke. You don't have to. You're in that environment, as Tyree said, each and every single day, because it's right there in your home. And so we really have to be more cognizant of that, what we're putting in our homes, reading the ingredients on the bottles. If they're words that you can't pronounce, trust me, it's more than likely very toxic. And so I tell people, clean all those products out, because all it's doing is it's causing irreparable harm to your body. It may not do it all of a sudden, but eventually it will be doing it.
And that is what this says. This is a national brand cleaners linked to lung damage. 20-year independent study says using national brand cleaning products as little as once per week is as bad for lungs as smoking a pack a day. So this is from, you can see that this is viable information, because we got to be careful with where we're getting our information these days. And so this seems to be a study. It tells you how many subjects that they had, the use of spray and liquid home cleaning products, monitored lung capacity. So this is why we're talking about this very important topic today, because a lot of times we just do what we've always done without knowing what harm we are causing to our bodies.
Right.
Absolutely.
And to your point, even Dr. Garner just said that he recommends everyone have at least one air purifier in their homes as well. Thank you. This is an interactive, engaging conversation, so we wanted to share that. All right, so we talked about the environment. Anything else before we go on to family? I want to make sure we get all 4 points for our discussion today. Anything else about the environment?
No.
We can give you a lot of more information, but we're on time, so
we're going to save you.
Yeah. All right. So we talked about the environment. So our next point was about the family. So the 4 pillars of family wellness. So in this wellness company, what's the importance of family?
The whole wellness company is geared around family health, family wellness. So they concentrate on your environmental wellness, which makes you aware of what's in your environment and what we are putting into our exterior, our outside environment, because all of our everything we use is concentrated, right? So we are eliminating a lot of things that we put in our environment, as far as a lot of plastics and things like that. So, and the emissions and all that. So like I said, we can give you a lot more information on environment. And then they focus on the family financial wellness, and they focus on the family physical wellness in everything that you use, your weight loss, your supplements. We have studies for our supplements. Everything that we're going to introduce to you today speaks to the family's wellness, because if the family is struggling financially, physically, environmentally, then they're suffering in some aspects of the whole family, because one thing affects another. So that's why it's considered the 4 pillars of wellness, because if they only focused on your physical wellness and then you didn't have financial wellness, well, that contributes to your physical wellness from stress and worry about finances. If you weren't focusing on your environmental wellness, the children especially not understanding, we're creating the asthma, the chronic ear aches, the ear infections, the chronic nose running. We are parents are causing a lot of what's going on with their children unknowingly. So that's how it affects every aspect of the family wellness. Shelley, Dr. Hamlin.
Well, that's interesting that we're bringing all this up. I talked to a young lady today, 30 years old. She was at our Links Expo, Black Expo that we had yesterday. It was a health expo. And in speaking with her, she had shared with me that she had stage 2 kidney failure and lupus. And so I immediately connected with her and called my friend in Michigan to talk to her, because she was diagnosed with lupus 20 some years ago. And she was telling the young lady that the doctors had told her in 6 months she would be in a wheelchair, that she wouldn't be able to really walk on her own. And they had prescribed all types of medications for her. It just so happened that she happened to talk with one of Tyree's and my business partners, and she told her about the products that she should be using, getting rid of the bleach, the fantastic Formula 409, Lysol, which is a dioxin as well as a carcinogen and 500,000 times more deadly than DDT. Fast forward, yesterday, she told me that she had twins, but she lost her first twin 3 days after he was born. And then she said that her second twin only lived until he was 3 years old. And so I proceeded to talk to her and ask her, well, what are you using at home? Do you have bleach, Pine Sol? She said, oh, I love Pine Sol. I said, you can't love it. You just cannot love it. And so we talked today. I was on the phone with her today for about 2.5 hours. She couldn't get enough. And I shared with her our little 12-minute overview. And she said, Dr. Shelley, thank you so much. I knew that there was something that I was missing. And so what we try to do is to share this information with families. As I told you, my 3 sisters and I lost our mother to heart disease and our father to cancer, which are 2 of the leading causes of death in North America. It only made good sense for me to share it with my family and friends. And so,
and we appreciate, and that is why we are even here sharing this information. Tyree even has a testimonial in regards to our mother, who had at one point both a pacemaker and a defibrillator. And Tyree, you can tell the story about how you put her on some of the supplements from the wellness company and how that changed her numbers and her outcomes when she went to the doctor.
Yeah. Well, in 2000, right after we became acquainted with this wellness company, Mom, of course, we were all doing the supplements. These are our supplements. And they have a Provac CV in them. They have a Heart Healthy in there. And of course, she was taking them every day. And she kept going to the doctor. And this was in 2005. And she was just introduced to it late 2004. And to make a long story short, she was having heart palpitations. She was at only 25% of her heart. And the doctor said her heart was quivering. It wasn't even beating. But they couldn't find that because she was literally taking her supplements. And we can go into the grape seed that's in the, it's just too much information to give. But anyway, they told her, don't take anything. Don't take any supplements or anything. She didn't take her Provac. She didn't take the Provac CV. She went to the doctor and they found that her heart was quivering. They found what they said should have given her a massive heart attack. She should not have survived it. Of course, prayer, we're always going to attribute. We was praying, but we have to care enough to give our bodies what it needs. You cannot get just anything and think, oh, I'm taking this and it's going to do well. We have health specific supplements to meet health specific needs. So she had 25% prayer and taking her supplements. My mother's heart rate, her heart increased from the 25% up to over 64%. She had a defibrillator. She had a pacemaker, and then she healed to some degree. No, she had a defibrillator, and they took it out. Today, my mother has no pacemaker or defibrillator, pacemaker, or anything. Because if you give your body what it needs, it really will heal itself.
Yeah, that is so, so true. Well, I think this is a good point in our conversation for me to show just a snippet of this video about this wellness company. It is a longer video. We're not going to show the whole thing, but just a little bit, just so everyone can hear a little bit more about, let's see, I want to make sure I share the right thing so that you can hear the audio. Okay. Yes. Okay, here we go.
In today's quickly changing and increasingly toxic world, your and your family's wellness has never mattered more. So we're grateful for this chance to introduce you to Melaleuca, the wellness company. The products you bring into your home and use every day play a huge role in your family's wellness. That's why for nearly 40 years, we've been developing, manufacturing, and shipping a wide range of highly effective daily use wellness products that make homes safer and families healthier. We offer more than 400 innovative products to our growing community of online shoppers. Our product aisles include home cleaning and laundry, personal care, premium hair care, skin care and cosmetics, vitamins and supplements, fitness, nutrition and weight loss, healthy snacking, and several more. We approach the development of every product we make, knowing that nature holds the solutions to living a healthy life and science unlocks its secrets. We test our products against the competition and ensure they're safer, higher quality, and more effective than any other brand. Then we immediately ship them throughout North America from our US-based manufacturing and distribution centers. It's kind of like Amazon or Walmart.com, but with some major advantages. The biggest advantage? Melaleuca is vertically integrated. That means we develop, manufacture, and sell our own products, not somebody else's. We make them right here in the USA, having complete control over every step in that product's life, from the ingredients inside to how it's made, what it's packaged in, and how it's shipped. This top-to-bottom control allows us to provide our customers with innovative, high-quality products they can't find anywhere else. Did you know that on average, 63% of the price you pay for national brand products goes toward expenses that add zero value? Things like advertising, distribution, celebrity endorsements, and retail shelf space do.
Well, I'll end it right there because one thing we all know is no one has any extra money to be paying for something that they do not have to pay for. And that is something that you won't be paying for when you are with this particular wellness company. The other thing that I will say that I haven't said is I know that I can definitely tell the difference. And I don't know if Valerie Tyler is on here. She's our fitness guru. And I can tell the difference when I am taking my Recover AI after I work out versus when I am not. My bones get stiffer, my knees are hurting, my joints. So I'm a witness and I will testify that these products really do work. But even more than the products, even the business opportunities that you have are absolutely amazing. And so there was a lot in that short video, and I'll let you ladies take it from there where you want to pick it up.
The financial wellness?
wherever you want to take it from, because there was a lot in that 2-minute video. Everything from you manufacture your own products. They're made right here in the USA, so we're not getting things imported in. They cost less than what we pay for things on the shelf. They're better for us. They're more holistic, and so they're not killing us. They're actually helping us be healthier. So there was so much to unpack. I'll let you take it from not even the business side of it, wherever it is that you want to talk about from that video next.
What I want to say just quickly, because, we have over 400 products, and you may have heard it was a lot to try to catch on to. But like we said, it is health specific. So, for example, I'm just going to give one example. My grandson is ADHD, which a lot of children are. Unfortunately, it's an epidemic, and we don't want to put them on medication. I've done everything to not put him on medication. So we have our for children, we have the supplements that he takes every day. We have the shake, the high protein shake, and I also give him, and it's in the refrigerator, I forgot to get it out, the omega-3 that helps with your brain health. And so when I get off, not giving it to him consistently, I have noticed, I'm telling you, the difference in his self-regulation and his behaviors than when I'm not. So that's why I say that we address the family health and wellness, your environmental, and then the financial. And I'm going to just give my story about the financial and then turn it over to Shelly. I just wanted to get rid of my eczema. I had eczema. That's how I became acquainted in 2004. My friend that was friends with me and Shelly, she said, remember that rash I had? And I was like, yeah. She said, I was using this lotion and it got rid of it. I said, give me some. She said, well, we don't sell products. She said, I don't give it to you, but I'll introduce you to the company. Shelly came, introduced me and my family and some friends to the company. I'll never forget. It was like July, and we all, it's like, well, yeah, it makes sense. So we all became members of the company, have been consistently since 2004, because what I realized, and I was using Tide and I was using Dove because the doctor said use the best on the market, right? And so what I realized when I stopped using the Tide and the Dove, my eczema went away. I have not had eczema since I started with Melaleuca. And but then I got this check for like $600. It was like $586. I wasn't looking at any kind of financial anything. I didn't even pay attention, right? And so I called Dr. Hamler or the other. I was like, what was this for? And they were like, well, didn't you look at what they said happens when you enroll and
refer others?
People enroll. And I was like, no, I just wanted to get rid of the eczema. And so ever since then, I have received compensation from Melaleuca. So that's the part of the 4 pillars is your financial wellness. This company gives you an amazing opportunity. And I tell everyone, I do not pay for my grandson's vitamins or his protein or my popcorn or my vitamins or my products. I got them all right here because it gives back so much from just sharing. And I've made tens of thousands of dollars from sharing this company. But it just makes sense to share. And when you know better, you do better. So when I became aware of just taking those toxins out of my environment, I used to wake up with sinus drainage every morning because I would just bury myself in my pillows while I'm breathing in the residue of the Tide. And so I haven't had any of those issues, and I've been financially able to put back into my household budget. Shelly?
That is a beautiful story. And before I turn it over to Dr. Hamler, a beautiful sister that we met at the I Am That Woman retreat back in October in St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands. She said, "Good afternoon, sis. I did Melaleuca before in the Virgin Islands." I'm gonna put a little accent on my.
We hear it.
It's a very good product. I use the shampoo in my salon, and the lotion is very good. Thank you for introducing me to it again. So, Dr. Milliner, I want to say thank you for joining all the way from St. Thomas. I texted to her. Who knew right? This brand goes beyond just here in the U.S. It's
Oh,
all
yeah.
the way to
Yes.
USVI. And so, Tyree, I'm going to sign her up. So she said, thank you for introducing me again. I think I have a new customer. So go ahead, Dr. Hamler.
This company's been around for 40 years, so it's not a fly-by-night company at all. Yeah. And if anyone else has an experience with Melaleuca, please put it in the chat. If you are a member, your Replenex. I know if you know this company, you have nothing but good to say. Dr. Hamler.
Well, and that's the truth. I had a horrible case of asthma to the point where I had to have surgery. And after I changed, and who would have ever thought your bed linens, because you're sleeping in those sheets that you were washing in Tide or Gain or whatever, they were touching your skin. And so whatever your skin touches, it absorbs it. You know, your underwear, your clothes, your sheets. I mean, really, who really thinks about that?
Right.
None of us do. But I had this similar story. My friends, the attorney and her mother, had shared with me and said, Shelley, why don't you share it with a few of your friends? And I said, of course, because I had just lost my parents. I needed to share it with the world. And so I shared it with 18 of my friends. And they said, wow, this is really, really wonderful. And I did. I changed over. I wanted to get the pack because I wanted more products to try, because I knew that I would be able to really feel a difference. And that's what I felt. And back then, 21 years ago, I had shared it with 18 people in 3 days. And do you know, 5 of those 18 are still customers 21 years ago. And the other 3 come and go intermittently, you know, as they feel that they need to. And that's fine. And as Tyree said, this company's been in existence for 40 years. I also have the Replenex. I had bad knees. My sister was slated to have double knee surgery. She came to my car presentation in May. This was years ago. And when she went to back to her doctor to have her pre-op, because as I said, she was slated for double knee surgery, the doctor told the nurse, you have brought me the wrong chart. The nurse said, no, I didn't bring you the wrong chart. He said, yeah, this is not Barry Jenks's chart. And she said, yes, it is. She didn't need to have those surgeries. And it was because of that Replenex and our bone and joint health products, which was really wonderful. And so it can truly change your finances. I had a friend who lives in Michigan, because we're in 20 countries. And I had a friend last month who got $1,000 for sharing the store with 8 of her friends. And her friends love the products. And she's like, well, Shelley, there's no need for me to even think about them leaving, because they love the products. And so that's what it's all about. My first check was like $1,200 and some dollars. And I, like Tyree, I was like, what? What is this for? But regardless of what, you still need to take care of your health. You need to switch those stores out. You need to become a customer. And yes, your customer, Twyler, can become a customer for $1, every month and throughout the month. The company has all these wonderful promotions. You would think you were working for, a big conglomerate, and that you were the president or the vice president, because they reward you handsomely. This company is a debt-free company, debt-free. And we even have great beef now. We're going to have everything that any grocery store and pharmacy would ever have. But to know that you can get wonderful beef, wonderful products, world class, that they manufacture, and there's not another product that can outperform, because otherwise they wouldn't make it. So
I want to say thank you for sharing both of those testimonials, how long you have been associated with the organization, the 400 products. There's nothing that you could really need in your household, whether it is coming from vitamins to household cleaning products to healing products. This wellness company has what you need, for one. For two, it's a business opportunity. We know that there are a lot of people who are out of work, who need employment, who need to make money. What better way to make money than to share something with your friends and family that's going to help them live healthier, longer living lives? And then three, the last thing that I want to share before we go is something that you guys are in the middle of doing right now for those who are struggling. And we know that there are so many of us who are struggling with our weight loss. And right now, you guys have an opportunity for them to join this March Madness program. Tell us a little bit more about this March Madness, this 6-week metabolism reset challenge.
It's reset, reintroduce, re-life. That's the 3 R's. And it's not a fad. This is a real weight loss program. I used it last year. Me and my sister are starting on Monday with my sister Valerie. We're taking our measurements and doing our weigh-in so that we can start the reset, reintroduce, in real life. And it's just a healthy way to lose weight and have a healthy lifestyle. It teaches you how to use, we have your pea protein Pro-Flax, and we have the supplements to control your your sugar, your insulin, and we have the supplement that curbs your appetite. And I promise you, you're going to immediately feel a difference and see a difference in your weight, especially as we age. It's very difficult to lose weight. But this is the only thing I have found, like when I was in my 20s and 30s, that will help me lose weight. The reset is 6 weeks, 2 weeks of resetting your metabolism, and then you reintroduce foods, and then it's real life. The last 6 weeks is how you're going to manage continuing to eat the best healthy way. And then we have the supplements to help you do that. And you don't have to be a part of Melaleuca to do it, but it only makes sense, as we say, to use the supplements that are proven to change your health markers. So please do it.
It all started with a lady, Susan Torberg, who was going into large companies to help those companies with their employees to be able to lose weight. Because, of course, when you're healthier, you have better attendance because you don't have to call off sick, etc. And so our wellness company called her, and she was a business partner, and they said, would you work for us? And she thought, leave my business and come, leave my business with the company, Melaleuca, and then work for you? And then they said, yes. And they said, but you have so many followers, you would have to stop working with the public. You can only work with Melaleuca customers. And she thought about it, but they made her an offer she could not refuse. And so that R3 program is awesome. I've also tried it. But my problem was, at that time, I didn't really have weight to lose, but I needed to try it in order to be able to share it. And I did, and I had lost too much weight. But then I had fun gaining it back. That's for sure. But it is really.
Well, it worked.
And we have a Facebook page. They give you all kinds of menus. It's a whole program, and it's a very good supportive unit to join either way.
Right.
Ladies, I dropped Tyree's information in the chat. You can reach her at tanjink@gmail.com. We do have one question from Pamela Lopez Lewis. What helps with stomach issues? And so Pam has been having some stomach issues, and I know there's everything from fiber-wise that you guys have to bars, and we probably need to do a health history with her to kind of get a more in-depth understanding of what her dietary issues are. But Melaleuca let me tell you all something. Next week, you all know, if you don't know, now you'll know, I'm the executive producer for the WVON Community Health Hour for the University of Chicago Medicine. God is just blessing me on so many ways and so many fronts. And this is another outlet for me to be able, with the University of Chicago Medicine, to be able to provide information on our health and wellness. Well, next week, our series is about menopause. And so when I looked up the schedule, I immediately texted Tyree and said, what products does Melaleuca have for menopause? Because I just wanted to be knowledgeable to see how I could integrate that into the show. She started texting me all these different products, and I was like, wait a minute, I didn't even know that, obviously. And so I too am getting ready to start using some of those supplements. So no matter what, I say that to say, no matter what your health issue is, contact Tyree, contact Dr. Hamler. Heart disease, cancer, allergies, asthma, menopause, stomach issues. There is something that they have that can help you live healthier, help you live better, and help you live longer. And that is what this women's wellness movement is all about. But Tyree or Dr. Hamler, I'm going to let you answer maybe some products that helps with stomach issues.
Well, one of them would be the Florify. It helps your digestive health, and that is so very important. As you said, the FiberWise, that's another product, and the Goodzymes that also helps your digestive system. And so all of those products really help. I take them all. I don't recommend things that I don't take, but I do take them all. The only thing I don't really use are the men's products, and it's just awesome. And so you will see that your digestive health will be so much better when you take those products.
And Pam, we will be in touch with you. I know you, Tyree, you know how to get a hold of Pam, because we are here to listen. Our whole theme this year is to listen, to learn, and to live. And so we want to listen to those in our community who are having issues. We want to help them to learn. So thank you, Pam, for being transparent and asking that question. We want you to live healthier and longer. And so we're going to make sure to do a health history with you, find out a little bit more about those problems, and then what products will be beneficial. And let's see what the doctor says before you go in April. So we got a few weeks, Tyree, that we can help Pam get her gut health together and make sure that she's flushing and her system, because that gut health is tied to everything. So I'm studying to get my certification in health coaching, and that gut health session, oh my goodness, it's tied to so much.
It's
Ladies,
I
have
a lot of
enjoyed
disease.
today. Oh my goodness, we have learned so much in a short period of time, and I want to be mindful of everyone's time. I try to keep it to 30 minutes. It's just hard. And so because there's so much information, but Shelly, you have an opportunity for anyone, men, women, anybody can join you on your Zoom. If I am correct, that I'm getting ready to drop in the chat. Tell us about your Zoom session that you have upcoming and when that is.
It's tonight at 7 p.m. and Tyree and the rest of the team can bring anyone who they feel or who wants to learn about being healthier. I tell people we all need to have safer and healthier products in our home. And if you're interested in even becoming wealthier, that can be a part of it as well. But what's so important is that you live a healthier life. It doesn't matter how much money you have. If you aren't healthy enough to enjoy it, what good is it? It does you absolutely no good. And so it's at 7 p.m. and hopefully Twyla will be able to pull that up, and you can feel free to join us and learn a little more information. The video that she showed you today was probably about 2.5 minutes, and the total would be 12 minutes. And so you'll get a lot of information, and I think that you would love what you hear. The other great thing is that all you're doing is simply switching stores. And as Twyla said, it's not additional income to your budget. It's actually saving you money because our products cost less money per use. And so it just made good sense to me. It was like a no-brainer where I made the decision to switch stores. And I told my girlfriend, I said, well, I'd have to be plumb dumb or Stevie Wonder not to be able to see this. And she just laughed. And, because I said, this is too good to be true. But 21 years later, it is absolutely phenomenal.
I think there's 3 things that I want to make sure everybody knows that you can do with this wellness company. You can save money, you can live healthier, and you can earn income. Did I miss anything about what this beautiful, magnificent wellness company can do?
No, but if you could put that slide up, that would be great.
Yes. Which
If
slide?
not, I think I have the,
Your Zoom number.
Oh.
yes, you have it, Tyree?
I dropped the Zoom in the chat, so you all can
okay.
join tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern time. That's 6 p.m. Central time. I
Yes.
dropped it right in the chat. So you all please join her tonight. You still have some time. Get your dinner. Join that Zoom. I might be on tonight, even though I have a lot of work to do. But I just want to share one more thing. And before we go, I just want to share this slide. Personal care aisle. So these are some of the things. Again, 400 products. Ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing that you need in your household that Melaleuca does not carry. You can save more money. And then again, we talked about what some of these products do to your lungs, to your household, to allergies. And so this is how their products are made. It is well worth jumping on that Zoom tonight, finding out more information. And even Eartha said, what do they have for inflammation? Y'all, we're going to be here all night long talking about what Melaleuca can do for your body. So that is a great question. Either one of you want to take it?
Provex CV.
All right.
Well, I think the most important thing people need to understand is we have to heal our bodies from the cellular level. You don't want to hit and miss, because if you just take our supplements and then you're letting all these toxins in, and you're not doing the natural things. If we give our bodies the opportunity, this is the AM and PM pack. You take one in the AM, you take one in the PM. They have what you need for the day, and your energy is going to be phenomenal. But inflammation is caused from eating bad, it's caused from the toxins in the environment. So you have to be holistic. That's why this company addresses the 4 pillars. We're trying to help your family, your finances, the indoor and the outdoor environment, and your physical health. It's very holistic. If you really care about your health, then you would at least consider detoxing your home and detoxing your body, then reintroducing what you need in your body and what you need in your home to give yourself a real chance to heal holistically. If you really care, it's got to be about, I don't really care. I'll take my chances with my Tide. I love my bleach. Okay, do that. But don't be on the other side of health talking about the word of God. I'm going to live and not die and declare the goodness of the Lord. That's what we do. We eat and we do all these things that are bad for us. And then we want to say, God, heal me. God, I trust you. He's given you every opportunity to do what is necessary to walk in healing. And don't say you need extra money. This is a no-brainer. I mean, it was a no-brainer for me. I'm retired now. I'm like, I know where I can add to my income. This is not an MLM or anything like that. It's an opportunity. And so, if you got, as the Bible says, he that has an ear to hear, let him hear what is good. And we're praying for all these things, but we don't want to take responsibility. So inflammation is created by so many different areas of our body.
And just one last thing. When COVID came, we were the only company who had hand sanitizer and disinfectants because they were off the shelves. Our CEO, who is now executive chairman of the board, his foresight is unbelievable. He bought 3 truckloads of alcohol in January. Remember, we found out about COVID in March. And the Procter & Gamble's, the Johnson & Johnson's, and all of those companies had to go to him to be able to purchase the alcohol so that they could make their hand sanitizer and disinfectants, etc. And so we are generally ahead of anyone else because we have the research and the money to be able to pay for top researchers throughout the world, not just here, but throughout the world. This company does not spare any expenses. They want you to have the best, and it's your health that we care for. So, and just
Absolutely,
in case
your
anyone
health
else
is your wealth.
with that link, our link number is 379-261-3468. And you should be able to use what Twyler has up there, but just in case, I wanted to give that to you. And if you need an ID,
Say that one more time. 379.
379-261.
Mm-hmm.
3468. And if you need a password, SAFER, SAFER.
All lowercase.
Is that what? All lowercase. All right. That's how you get on that Zoom.
So.
All right. That's how you get on that Zoom tonight. Okay. Well, I have extended our time, but it doesn't look like anybody went anywhere. We still have the same number online. So this was a lot of good information. I hope you enjoyed my first show back since February. I think this was a very important topic. I think we need to know how to take care of ourselves. There's so much going on. Listen, if you got a lot of stress going on, they have something for that. You're going through menopause, they have something for that. Stomach issues, they have something for that. They have something for every issue that you could possibly be dealing with. I think I'm getting ready to turn my household into a complete Melaleuca household. Eartha, I will say the same thing. I think I needed this reminder too. I already get a box every month, and sometimes they pile up because I don't change my products. But I think I'm going to be a little bit wiser and start changing my products to be my household products. The last thing I'll say before we go, y'all know we ain't shopping at Target no more. Come on now. You might
Or
as well
Walmart.
or Walmart. You might as well put that money where it needs to go, to a company that will give back to you, that will reward you, and that will keep you much healthier anyway. So come on and jump on that Zoom call tonight at 6 o'clock Central Time, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Don't y'all be signing up with nobody but Twyler Jenkins. I'm gonna say that right now. Don't y'all be stealing my clients, Shelly and Tyree.
We would never do that. In fact, we have plenty of our own that we have to deal with.
That's right. That's right. I'm gonna get mine. Well, I appreciate you ladies and everyone who joined us today for our conversation series on this Sunday. Sunday is all about pouring into you. It's our spiritual wellness Sunday. I hope we poured something into you today about your health and wellness. 1 minute last word. Tyree, what do you want to close out saying?
If you can't join the Zoom tonight, if you absolutely can't, I think Twyler posted my email. Please email me. If you know Twyler personally, she can give you my email or my phone number. And just to get more information, you should be informed. This is an overview, but we want you to be thoroughly informed. And everyone may not be able to jump on this next Zoom, but please reach out to us if you care about your health and your family's wellness, financially, physically, environmentally, and our outdoor environment as well. Just too much information to give you. But thank you, Twyler, for having us tonight. This has been fun, sharing our stories. We have so many health and healing stories we could share. So thank you all, and thank you all who joined tonight.
Absolutely. Dr. Hamler?
And I'll just say, yes, thank you for allowing us the opportunity to be able to share, because being an educator, that's what I do. I educated young people all of my life to help them to become contributing members to our society. Now I get to help and educate adults as to how they can live a safer, healthier, and wealthier life if that's what they want. And so thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you tonight. That would be great.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, ladies, again. I appreciate you, and I will possibly see you tonight myself. I'm going to have you guys back. I think I'm going to do a 30-day challenge on when I change all of my products see if my allergies change. It's nothing like going through a test to be a testimony. So
Amen.
I'm going to be here to be a witness to I have severe allergies, nose is always running. And listen, like I said, I use some products, but not all. And I'm glad this was a reminder. I need to get that detergent changed. I need to get that fabric softener changed, and some of my household cleaning products changed. So I will be here to tell you all once I went to this wellness company how it affected my life. I already know that definitely if I do not take my products after working out, there's a big difference. So thank you again.
And your Replenex. You live by Replenex.
I live by Replenex. Absolutely.
And tonight's just 20 minutes. That's it.
Oh, okay. All right. Perfect. That's good to know. All right. Well, that wraps our show for today. I hope you absolutely enjoyed and was inspired about the Melaleuca Wellness Company and all of the benefits that it has for your body, your mind, your spirit. There's just so much. 400 products. Listen, it's cheaper and you can make money. Who doesn't need extra income these days? Don't worry about the price of eggs. Make more money, right? So get in the money game tonight. Join Shelly, join Tyree, and join the wellness movement. Don't forget also your spiritual wellness. We want to make sure that we share our information on how you can join the I Am That Woman movement morning mindfulness. It is 5:30 to 6:30 on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, Central Time, and Wednesdays and Fridays at 6:30 a.m. Our spiritual wellness is so important. Prayer and meditation. There's a whole lot going on in this world. There's a whole lot of stress and anxiety. Watch your news consumption. Don't let it overwhelm you. Don't start having heart palpitations and ulcers and getting stressed out. And the best way that you can do that is starting your day in connection, starting your day in mindfulness. So join our phone call 351-999-3566. We're more than a retreat. We definitely are a movement, and we offer information, resources, and events for you to stay healthier. Thank you again for joining today. I pray that it was a blessing to you. Until next time, we will see you maybe tonight, or if not, next Sunday. Have a good one. Bye-bye.